Oil is still extending its rally. Where does the support come from? As before, the energy market is supported by hopes and anticipations. Yesterday, the GDP data for the Eurozone was released. It turned out that the European economy is recovering faster than expected. Given the fact that the EU is one of the largest oil consumers, the demand for fuel should pick up together with the economic recovery. These hopes continue to push oil prices higher. At the same time, this uptrend may be unstable as oil seems overbought now, so even a slight hint of an uneven recovery in crude demand may trigger a rapid correction in the oil market. On Wednesday, Brent resumed its growth after a breakout of the upper boundary of the channel. After a short flat movement in the range between 70.60 and 72.20, the price headed towards the level of $72.50 a barrel. Will the quote settle above this level on a daily time frame? If it manages to do so, bulls have a high chance of developing the next upward cycle towards the area of $73.50–$75 per barrel. WTI crude is following a similar trajectory. Oil bulls managed to overcome a psychologically important level of $70 per barrel. Consolidation above this level increases the likelihood of an extended uptrend. Meanwhile, the dollar-ruble pair has dropped to the level last seen in July 2020. Such drastic changes came after the breakout of the 72.50 mark. As a result, the price returned to the levels from last year. What will happen next? In case the bearish sentiment persists, the pair is likely to enter the area between 71 and 70 rubles per dollar. However, traders should bear in mind that the ruble is currently overbought, which means that a rapid correction may start anytime soon. As for the euro-ruble pair, it is following a similar downtrend. However, the euro is still holding at the current levels, so no sharp movements are expected. On the other hand, if the market stays bearish on the pair, it may well head for the area between 87.50 and 86.80 rubles per euro. In the meantime, the Russian currency continues its steady uptrend despite rapidly growing inflation, slow economic recovery from the corona crisis, and inevitable tightening of the monetary policy by the Bank of Russia. Such a rise in the Russian currency has a clearly speculative nature, which in turn leads to higher risks. On the best-case scenario, the correction on the ruble will be triggered by the meeting of the European Central Bank that will take place tomorrow. The policy meeting of the Central Bank of Russia will be held on Friday. In other words, we can still witness the ongoing rise of the Russian currency. This will further increase the imbalance in the market and will set the ground for a strong correction in the near term. And that's all for now. Please press like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep track of all the latest financial events together with us. See you back soon.